Check 1, check 2, and we're live from the Red Lake Nation. Welcome to another episode of the Johnny R Podcast. I'm your host, Johnny R, enrolled member of the Red Lake Nation, born in the South Side, Minneapolis, for 3 years. I grew up there, so I get to put that in my applications, and all that stuff. Remember when I fell? When I scabbed up, it didn't look like it was gonna scar, but that shit left a dirty scar. So I will wear my hat from here until the end of time, or until that heals up, or I get become famous and they fix my teeth and they sponsor some plastic surgery. So I got that to look forward to. But anyway, welcome back. It's been a while. Like I say in every podcast, I'm very busy, home and work, kids, especially with school starting. It's really a hectic time in the Roberts household when school starts. So I have all my kids but 2 are in school. So it's quite a battle every morning. I don't know if this wind is going to be a big factor, but it's pretty windy here. Get you nude in, Get you nude in it. That means, is it windy? I learned that in my Ojibwe class at Red Lake Nation College. Still hanging in there, but it's kind of hard to get over there, with work. I got emergencies I have to tend to at work, and I'm still trying to straighten out my schedule since then. I mean, that made no sense. I got my dogs barking. I think there's bears around here trying to get their last of their food for the winter for when they hibernate, but I don't know how that works. I should, but I don't, because I'm an idiot and I don't pay attention. But anyway, what's going on? I got gigs coming up. I got September 28th in Red Lake, Minnesota, my hometown. Well, since I was born in Minneapolis, does that make it my hometown, or is your hometown where you grew up? I don't know. It's pretty cool to say Minneapolis because that's where I was born, but I've been living in Red Lake since I was 4, so almost 40 years, wow, 38 years I've been living here. So my hometown, I got a gig September 28th. I'll be providing entertainment for they're having an opioid video premiere on the 28th, and I'll be, telling some jokes, sharing my story. It's National Recovery Month in the U.S. Or I said that wrong. September is National Recovery Month in our country, right? Did I say that right? I don't know, whatever. But anyway, I'll be opening that show up, and Thomas X will also be part of it. It's sponsored by the Red Lake Chemical Health Programs, and I think the Red Lake Nation College too. I'm not too sure. I'll have to get verification on that. So I'll be there September 28th. I think it starts at 6 p.m. So if you want to hear some, I don't know how to explain my act anymore. It's getting kind of, I don't know what I do. I don't know what I say. It's just what I see around here, what I do as a Red Lake Nation member. So it's Red Lake's fault I'm like this. So they can't get mad at me for saying things that I do say, because I live here. I've struggled here, been part of this community, raising the community's children. So I've seen quite a bit, and if you don't like what I have to say, I don't know, change the way I see things then. I don't know. I'm not judging people. It's just what I see, Growing up here since 1980, I've seen a lot of changes. It's getting worse, but that's another time. I think I've talked about that in another podcast. I think every episode I've talked about that, how much the Red Lake Nation struggles, all of our struggles we have. Oh, my gigs. Yeah, September 28th, Red Lake Nation. I'll be performing. Thomas X is presenting an opioid video, premiering an opioid video. And then October 6th, I go to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, where I'll be hosting the Night Shield Survivor release party. I think it should be Maniac, the Supernatural B of Dakota South Records will be there, and there's a couple more. I'll have to look at the list again, but I'll be in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, October 6th. And then recently, I think it was Monday, I got word that I was nominated for Comedian of the Year, because the Native American Music Association has an awards show, and they this will be their first year. They added a Comedian of the Year category, and I was fortunate enough to be nominated for that. You know, thanks to my comedy bro stuff, Donovan Beef Archambault, for putting my name in there. I'm honored. I'm humbled. Do the Ojibwe people do that? Humbled? No, I don't. Anyway, I'm humbled by that, and I'm going against you know, the fucking top dogs of Native comedy. You know, I got Adrian Chelopa and Casey Nicholson, Milo Smith, and me, Tanya Joe Hall, and Teresa of the Ladies of Native Comedy. I don't know how to say her last name, so I don't want to butcher it. I was trying to watch it on the DVR when the Ladies of Native Comedy were on FNX, and but that episode didn't record for some reason, so I'll figure out your last name, Teresa. I will. I don't want to be rude and say it wrong and try and guess and chop it up. So, but yeah, there's, I think, 7 of us are nominated for the first ever category of Comedian of the Year. And I'm campaigning like a motherfucker. I want to win that. I really do. I've had a acceptance speech prepared since I was 11 years old. I didn't know what I would use it for, but it's been in my head for the last 31 years. An acceptance speech to win something, because, you know, I'm just a kid from Red Lake, Minnesota. I don't really expect to be honored or win anything, or, you know, I'm too humble. Okay, I'm not humble, but I just, you know, see a lot of award shows on TV when I was younger, and I figured, man, that'd be awesome to do, to get up in front of people and, you know, win an award. So that'd be pretty cool if I did win. I don't know if anybody from the Red Lake Nation has won a comedy award before, so maybe they'd have a parade for me when I get back from New York after I win my if I'm lucky enough to win. But, you know, it's just a lot of good competition. You know, the greats of Native American comedy today are part of that list, and I'm just glad to be a part of it. And I don't know how I got here, but thank you for thinking of me. And I've been bitching around how I've been struggling to get gigs, and how I've traveled hundreds of miles for a few minutes of stage time for little to no money. You know, taking time away from my family to try and make this dream a reality. And it's been a long, interesting road. You know, I've been doing this since 2009. I'm in my 9th year. I'll celebrate my 9th anniversary, I think, on November 30th. Was the first time November 30th, 2009 was the first time I ever performed comedy. And I've been going ever since. And, you know, pretty much begging for gigs, and should I go on, my dog's finished barking, you know, social media, asking comedians if they need an opener, or if they give me a few minutes on the mic. A lot of them have been pretty welcoming to me, and I appreciate that. You know, they had no business, you know, letting me get on their show. You know, I don't ask for money. I just want the stage time. You know, coming up, gotta pay your dues, and that's what I felt like I was doing. So, doing that for 9 years. You know, barely making it a gig because I didn't have any money. Barely making it home because I barely had money. There were times I'd leave at 12 o'clock in the afternoon and get home about 5 o'clock the next morning. Sleep a couple hours, get up and go to work. I've did that so many times. It's you know, the wife cut me off from doing that, so I'm not allowed. Next time I go out, I need some money. I need some gas money. I need some food or hotel, or so I can, or some money to buy some toys for the kids on my way home, which I've been fortunate enough to be able to do sometimes. So it's just, comedy game's ugly. It's not really as glamorous as you see these big name comedians. They've worked their asses off for years, and they're finally getting where they are right now, and it's just really tough to be a comedian, especially when I can't get out. Fucking Red Lake, Minnesota, I can't get out, and nobody sees me, and nobody ever pays attention to my videos, or But anyway, so I've been nominated for the Native American Music Awards Comedian of the Year. So I would appreciate your support. Give this little Rez kid, some spotlight. Shut up over there. Vita, go on, lay down. That's my dog, Vita. Actually, the wife's dog, Vita. She's a bear hunter. The bears are hiding from her because she's vicious. Come here, Vita. Come here, Vita. Come here, you big pig. Okay, she's a pug. She's not a bear hunter. She just looks tough. But anyway, yeah. So me and the wife will be going down to the Seneca Niagara Falls Casino and Resort. October 12th is the show. We're gonna dress up. I think we're gonna be a part of the red carpet. So that's gonna be cool. My camera's freezing up. I'm doing photo booth because my camera I have here, I finally got the camera that worked. Why am I freezing up? Of course. I'm trying to do it simultaneously. I'm recording on my my app, my audio app, plus photo booth, plus Anchor app. So 3 things I'm doing to try and make this podcast work. Put in some work, and my camera's freezing up on me. So I'll just I'll just go through do my phone and my audio app. I'll just look at the camera for effect. But yeah, I'll be in Seneca, Niagara Falls. We're gonna fly out there, hopefully get on the red carpet, take some pictures. So I gotta dress up, which is rare. I don't dress up. The classiest I get is a button-up shirt when I'm on stage, and I remember I tried to wear a tie a few times while on stage, but it felt like, because I don't have a neck, I was born without a neck, so I choked pretty much the whole time I was up there on stage. So I don't know, maybe we'll get a tuxedo like Dumb and Dumber. I don't know how to be on a red carpet. So, but yeah, I'll be there October, and then November 2nd I'll be at Northern Lights Casino with Tatanka Means, the legend himself, and also the one of the trailblazers of Native comedy, Larry Omaha, will be on that show too, which would be an honor to work with him. He's been in their 70s, 80s, going on 30, 40 years as a comedian. Worked with Charlie Hill a lot and all the famous comedians in the 70s. I think the Comedy Store, he might have some Comedy Store stories to share. As you've known, I've done the Comedy Store. It was only the belly room, but still, that's still the Comedy Store. Also did the Laugh Factory. Been on TV, FNX channel, First Nations Experience. I've done that. I got a movie coming out, Rez Comedy, which Friday is the deadline for what is that called? Sundance Film Festival. And last I talked to the producer, it will be ready by then. But I haven't heard from him, and it's killing me. So we're looking forward to hopefully get the Rez Comedy documentary submitted to Sundance Film Festival. So we got that coming up. And November, shit, man, after that, I got no joke or no gigs after that. That's so hopefully if I do good at this Red Lake gig on the 28th, maybe that'll build up some momentum to get booked to one of the, holiday Christmas parties the Red Lake Nation has at the embassies in Duluth and Minneapolis. So, and I'm gonna go for them. I'm gonna send out some stuff to the people who run that. So hopefully you'll see me in Minneapolis and Duluth for the Christmas break or Christmas holiday season, we'll say. Other than that, I don't have any gigs coming up. November 2nd, October 12th, October 6th, September 28th. It's tough out here, man. All you kids that want to do comedy, read a lot. Not just surf your phone. Read books. Read newspapers. Know what you're talking about. And it's going to take a lot of years to become successful as a comedian. Pay your due. You have to pay your dues. You have to know what you're getting yourself into. There's a lot of I once heard that this is the only business that when you fail, it's the only way you can succeed. Fail over and over is the only way you're going to succeed in comedy, which I've done. I've had a lot of shitty shows and I've bombed a lot. A lot of awkward moments, a lot of silence when I was up on stage a few times, and you just keep doing it. Keep doing it. If you love it, you'll keep doing it and you won't care. It's just part of the process of becoming a comedian. Otherwise, just go to school, man. Go to high school, get your diploma, go to college, Red Lake Nation College, and then transfer out to BSU or Morris or, the U, like my daughter did, and learn as much as you can so people can't tell you no. So you don't have to answer to anybody. That's what I would do. That's what I should have did. But I like to party when I was younger, so I did a lot of that. I did a lot of partying. Still do. Well, I haven't recently, but last couple times I went out this summer, ended up all swollen from medications I took, and then I busted my head. Missed a big hole over here and hit my head on a picnic table. And stupid. So I think I'm done drinking. I'm retiring. Let this be known. I'm not drinking anymore. So this would be a cool press conference to have. I should call a press conference. Announce my retirement. Nothing left to prove. So I think I'm done drinking. Since I've quit sugar. Well, not quit sugar entirely, but I've considerably cut back on my sugar intake. I haven't had a candy bar since April 5th. I haven't had a soda pop since October 26th. So changing a lot of things about the way I am. Other than that, I'm just still raising all these kids, working, always looking for the next opportunity. Always be open to change. Longest job I ever had was 5 years, and that was my second job ever, and I regretted that job. Even though I learned a lot there, I could have been doing something else more productive. So just always be open to more possibilities, opportunities. That's what I'm gonna do. But I don't know, that's pretty much all I got. Just an update on all the things that are happening. Go to Native American Music Awards. There's a link on my Facebook page, my comedy page, my Twitter page, my Instagram. All the links are there, so I'd appreciate it if you hit up those links. Go to the Native American Music Awards site, vote for me. I'd appreciate it. That'd be cool to see a Red Laker shock the comedy world, well, shock the native world, and win an award with my fellow, man, my list of fellow nominees is unbelievable. I can't believe I'm part of it, man. Hopefully something good will happen, but shit, I'm just going to enjoy the ride anyway. I'm going down there, have some fun, mingle, networking, and just, you know, meet a lot of people and introduce them to some Red Lake Ojibwe-ness. So I'll be in New York. That's the farthest east I will be going. Before that, I think the farthest I've ever been is Chicago, so that'll be something new for me. Never been in the East Coast. What is that? Eastern time zone? I've never been in that. I've hit the West Coast, hit all the up and down the coast there through Texas, but I've never been past Chicago. So that's what I'm doing. That's where I'm at. I hope you can vote for me, support the native comedians, support all of us. This podcast, the Johnny R Podcast, it's on Spotify and Google Play, and I don't know what that's called. All the other podcasting stuff. I'm still trying to wait for fucking iTunes to let me in. It's been over a year now. They won't let me in. iTunes. I think you are iTunes. But yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching or whatever. So just share my my stuff I have online. Give me some support to win the Native American Music Award. It'd be pretty cool. And I would dedicate it all to you if I do win. So that's all I got. Thank you. Miigwech.